Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another video. It is finally August. We've made it. We've been making videos for a month now, even though they've only been like once a week. It's still good. So lately I've been playing a game. I've been obsessing over it lately, that I used to play a lot like a year or two ago, called Warframe. And I've been binge playing this. I mean, like hours straight of just playing this game. I love it. I cannot get enough. If you played Warframe before, great, you know what it is. If you haven't played it before, Google it. It's basically Space Ninjas. It's amazing. But we aren't here to talk about Space Ninjas. We are actually here to talk about planning things out. We'll get to how the Space Ninjas plays into this and why I brought that up towards a later point in the video. So there are a ton of different ways that people schedule things. They keep a booklet of it. They might have a whiteboard up. They might have reminders on their phone. Some people plan hour to hour. Some people plan daily. Some people are a weekly planner, and even some people monthly planners, which I think is a bit extreme. I don't know how you could plan an entire month out. I am a day-to-day, almost hour-to-hour type planner. I tend to get things together based on the hours that I'll be doing them, and I put them in a schedule for each day, 24/5. I don't count the weekends because my weekends are always random. I'm always doing something odd. So I usually start with work and sleep. Those are my sets for the most part. Work, I have to work 10 hours. I have a schedule. Every week it's the same. I go in, I leave, you know, it's the same days usually, unless something comes up. It doesn't usually change. Sleep's a little bit more, what's the word for it? Dynamic? I think it's dynamic. So I get those two in my schedule first, and I have them out. After things start to get a little bit messy. You see, after that point, I start filling my schedule with random stuff for each day that I want to do, such as like video editing, recording, playing games. I try to swim every week with my brothers. I try to run with my brother Zach every week. And once I get to that point, that's usually the max that I will have in a weekly schedule or a daily schedule for the most part. So at this point, I have all this stuff in my set schedule, and that's usually where things start to go wrong. You see, I don't like to say no to people. When people ask me to do things, I usually say yes. I usually try to be as helpful as possible to people. Very rarely will I say no to helping someone out, and there are very few people that I will say no to anything, because I just, them people. So all the things that people ask me to do, I start squeezing into my schedule where I can, and usually this starts taking away from other things or overlapping. And usually sleep's the first thing to start losing hours. I usually end up, by the end of the month, I only end up sleeping about 2 hours a day, which is not very good. It leads to really high stress levels, burnout of everything. You just want to sleep after that happens. But yeah, basically what I do is I keep putting stuff in like a sponge. It keeps absorbing more of my schedule until it can't absorb anymore. So once the sponge is completely full, you get flustered, you get burned out. You have to start canceling plans at the last minute, which is never fun, but usually the flustered part is the worst. You know, you try to do one thing and then you realize, oh, I have to be over here in like 10 minutes to do this, and it's just like so much going on. You're trying to figure out how to do it all in your head, and it's just, I hate that feeling of like, I have to do this, but at this time I have to do this, and I said I would do this at this time, and it's all just trying to fit, and then you're like, oh, I gotta sleep, and then, oh, I gotta be at work at this time, and my drive is this long, and you start power thinking, I call it, as you start thinking of everything you have to do and trying to organize it all out in your head, and you're like, So eventually what happens, as I said, towards the end of the month, when I'm getting 2 hours of sleep and I'm trying to get everything done that everybody asked me to do and that I need to get done, I usually end up burning out, and I'm like, all right, you know what, erase the schedule, start over, and we're gonna sleep like for a whole weekend and not do anything and be super tired. Samantha usually gets kind of mad when I start getting really tired and just sleeping around and stuff, but it happens. So after each burnout, I've noticed, like, this has happened before, and after each time I've noticed I've gotten kind of better at scheduling and making sure I don't burn out, but it still happens obviously, but I do better at not letting it happen. I try to schedule less. I try to figure out things a bit more beforehand. Before I say yes to someone, I'll think about it and try and maybe adjust the times a little bit to fit in the schedule. Maybe the day is going to be different. Some things are flexible, like swimming with my brothers. I'll be like, we can do it this day, or maybe we'll do it over the weekend or something. But each time it gets a little bit better. It's never perfect. Nothing will ever be perfect in the sense of scheduling out a day or a week or a month or a year. But you just kind of have to go with it. So now let's get to where the Space Ninjas or Warframe comes into play here. So over the past 2 weeks, I discovered that Warframe runs amazingly well for the game that it is and the quality at which the graphics are on my laptop, which means I can virtually play Warframe anywhere, and I've definitely taken advantage of this. I play at Samantha's house, I play a little bit at work in between calls, I play at home, mainly on my desktop, but hey, laptop's always there. You know, I play like anywhere I can get an internet connection. I'm like, hey, let me jump on Warframe. I'll check my times. I'll check crafting, blah, blah, blah. I'll check whatever I can. I'll just run a mission or something. It's really quick. You know, I'll just jump on and start playing. So the problem is now it's starting to affect my schedule. This video was supposed to be recorded last night at 3 to 4 a.m. I was supposed to record it and start editing it, or at least getting the clips in order for editing and picking out music and stuff like that. I played Warframe, like, I just didn't stop, you know? I was in between calls, I was running missions while I was waiting for people to connect, I was running missions, checking time, stuff like that. It was getting to the point where I was like, I need to edit the video, but I want to do this first, and I'll just do this mission real fast, and I'll just check on this, and I'll just do this. And then we were also kind of busy last night, we had some server issues and stuff like that, so I did have a lot higher call volume than I normally would have, which kind of deterred me from recording because I'd get interrupted a lot, and I don't like to be interrupted, but it happens. But yeah, so all that sounds cool, like, oh man, he got to play Warframe all night while working and blah 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 and stuff. It's really cool until I have to record this video while I'm supposed to be sleeping right now. Like, I'm supposed to be sleeping. This is my sleep time, and I'm cutting into it to record, edit, and upload this video for you guys, so better appreciate that. But yeah, I kind of dug myself a hole there, and I was like, you know what, that's what we're going to talk about today. Scheduling and how Warframe is ruining my entire schedule. But, so overall, the point of this video, I guess the point I'm trying to get across, because everything seems to be working out right now, I'm going to lose a little bit of sleep, but it's fine, my schedule is still good, is that no matter how hard you try to stick to a schedule, something is always going to come up, whether it be a video game, whether it be some friends that you want to hang out with, whether it be some unexpected issue you got to deal with. Something's always going to come up that's going to impact the schedule and just destroy it. It may be for a day, it might be for a week, it might be your entire schedule that you like, this is my daily schedule, this is my weekly schedule. It might just completely shatter that. And so what I'm trying to say is, like, what I've kind of taken from this is, don't live your life on a strict schedule, leave some flexibility in there. You know, it's alright to plan by the minute and, you know, like, last minute plans that show up. You can, like, make room and stretch your schedule out for a bit and switch things around. But, you know, don't get bent out of shape when your schedule gets completely bombarded by something. Because I've had stuff come up in the past where it hits my schedule and it's just like, I don't know, I get really upset by it, and if it really affects my schedule, I get kind of like in a depressive state about it, and I don't want to do anything. I'm like, oh, you know, everything's ruined, I'm done, I'm tired of this all, I'm quitting everything, I'm just gonna sleep. You know, it's, you know, I kind of want to take from it that it's okay for that stuff to happen. You just, you know, kind of plan for it, leave some space for flexibility in your schedule and allow that to happen. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video here. I hope it kind of spoke to you. If not, well, at least you got to hear me talk to you for a little bit and see my beautiful face, which is breaking out. But anyway, guys, as always, keep being awesome, and I will see you guys in next week's video, or earlier. Who knows? I might have some stuff going on. Bye!